What's up, everybody? I am back. Thank you for joining me for my anniversary episode of What's Up, Bree. I cannot believe it's been a year already. April 4th of 2021, I started What's Up, Bree. If a lot of people, if you follow me on social media, you know that I talk a lot. I make posts depending on how I'm feeling, whether it's about relationships, friendships, family, or shit, work, whatever it is. And a lot of people repost it, even though y'all don't include my name. No shade. I see it floating around. My friends hit me up. Yeah, I want to. So,
You're not wrong.
am I petty?
Nope.
Because it's like, damn, it be getting shared. And then my friend hit me up like, I saw your stuff all over Facebook or Instagram, but they blocked your name out.
They secretly admiring you.
Okay. So I'll accept that
Yeah.
then. But everybody who knows me knows I'm very opinionated. I do give advice to a lot of people around me. I'm a listening ear. I'm a good friend. So when I started What's Up, Bree, I decided like, hey, I want to do a podcast and just give my opinion. The first season went really well, so I decided to do season 2, which became even better, even bigger. Got more exposure, was able to talk to a lot of people, have a lot of great guests. So coming up on a year is very good for me. I'm proud of myself. I'm keeping pushing. I cannot wait until I give you guys season 3. I know it's been like a month or so since I've been off, but I really take my podcast serious. I know a lot of people are coming out with podcasts. They're talking about different things, and there's other people that you can choose to listen to. But I want to make What's Up, Bree stand out. I want to give you guys different topics. I want to make sure that I'm actually speaking not just to the social medias and the ratchet shit that's going on. I also want to have liable and hard discussions about life and things that we go through and experience as adults. But to get into this episode, I decided to do many topics just for the anniversary. It's been a lot going on lately, as you guys can see. One of the biggest things that I've been seeing is the Will Smith slap with Chris Rock. A lot of people have had different views on it. They're like, oh, Will Smith is disrespectful. He's wrong. Some people are praising him, saying, stand up for your wife. Other people are saying that, oh, we're so embarrassed for Chris Rock. It was the Oscars. Why would you go ahead and do that? That wasn't the right place. That wasn't the right time. So here's my take on the situation. Chris Rock is a comedian and he is telling jokes, and you do have to have tough skin. But one thing that kind of throws me off about comedians, especially when African American people host or guest host the Oscars, the first thing that they choose to do is make fun of people of their own color, of their own race. There's 100 something people in this room, and the first thing that you decide to do is attack another African American person, and a woman at that. Men already know there's certain things that you just do not ask women about: their age, their weight, if they're pregnant or not, and their hair. I've had times to where I've gotten my hair done. I thought I was cute. I done came home, and the person I was dealing with was like, that's not for you. What you doing? I don't like that. Or who did your hair? And I can kind of tell, like, okay, the person didn't like it. So imagine being in a room full of people and somebody stands up there and points out the fact that you are pretty much bald or you have a low cut. If a lot of people, if you know me, if you've been friends with me for a very long time, back in 2012, I think it was, don't call me on that. I really wish I had access to my old Facebook. I was going through a tough time, and my sister actually kind of cut her hair very low so that she can go natural. And of course, that was my big sister. I wanted to go natural too. So I ended up cutting my hair down to a fade. I posted a picture on Facebook and it got love. But there were other people that were screenshotting my picture and sending it around like, oh my God, did you see what Brianna did to her hair? Why would she get a fade? She's so ugly now. She looked like a boy, blah, 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 blah. And I remember how I felt in that moment because it was a decision that I made for myself and I knew where I was going with my hair. And for people that were close to me, some of the same people that liked that picture, to find out that they were screenshotting it and sending it around were talking shit about me, basically. I can only imagine how Jada Pinkett Smith felt in that moment. Everybody wants to talk about, oh, she's embarrassed Will Smith this whole time with the August Alsina. She really in love with Tupac. Why would he defend her? At the end of the day, that is that man's wife, the mother to his children.
Tupac did.
And
I'm just saying.
and that was my next point. When somebody passes away, you have to move on with life. I really hate when people, especially men, especially in the city of Milwaukee, we've all seen it, when they pass away and their significant other decides to move on. Oh, she a hoe, or she didn't really love him. She's moving on too quickly. Your life cannot be stagnant. That person is not coming back. Just because you find somebody else to care for, love you, be with, or whatever, that does not mean that that previous relationship is null and void. So that's what kind of irritates me as well, because a lot of people are bringing up Jada Pinkett Smith versus looking at the matter at hand. She felt away in that moment. regardless of what Will was laughing at. How many times has your somebody cracked a joke about you and your man is laughing, or you tripped and fell, or something happened and he's laughing and you have to correct him like that shit ain't funny. I'm not in the mood. And what does your man do 9 times out of 10? He backs off. So at that moment, regardless if Will Smith started off laughing, when he looked to his significant other and saw that she did not find it funny, he had to do what he had to do as a man. Now, I think he should have went up there and slapped him? Probably not. If I was Will Smith, I probably would have said something in the audience like, hey, can you like chill out, or gave him a signal. And then if he would have continued, then yeah, you deserve to get slapped. And another thing about it is, I don't even think Chris Rock has came out and made an official statement. Everybody else is speaking for him, his brother, Tony Rock, other celebrities. And it's weird to see other African Americans try to cancel Will Smith. I don't think he has had any public blowout or misstep since this. All you can talk about is August Alsina. And let's be clear here, we're not in their marriage. So we don't know what Will Smith has put Jada Pinkett Smith through behind closed doors that we have not had access to or have not seen, or what she has not disclosed to us. So it's not our place. I'm also seeing things on Facebook. I don't know who it was. It was one of my followers. He posted pictures of other women with alopecia and made a comment of, she must be lying because they have patches in their hair, or you can clearly see. There are different forms of alopecia. Everybody's not going to be different. I mean, sorry, the same. Everybody's condition is going to be different, just like natural hair itself. I have 4C pattern hair. Natural hair can be 4C, 4B, 3B, 3C. There's different types. So to be ignorant enough to post a picture and just because she doesn't visibly have bald spots in her hair and say, oh, she's making this up, she just wants to defend Will, it's bullshit. We need to kind of wrap our arms around him and figure out what's going on as to why he snapped. Even though I can tell why he snapped, we've been making fun of him on the internet for damn near a year. Like making fun of his wife, making fun of his marriage. They've opened up to us on Red Talk Table and talked to us about stuff that other people are scared to come out and say. And the best that we can do is make fun, turn it into memes, and do all other types of stuff. It's ridiculous at this point. Let those people handle what they need to handle. Whatever happens with Will Smith, I know he did go ahead and take himself away from the Oscars and say, hey, I'm bowing out gracefully. Let Chris Rock make a statement and say how he feels. Let them handle whatever it is that they have going on. Let him and Jada handle whatever it is they have going on, and just be supportive. There's no reason to cancel him. This man has done nothing other than this incident to where you guys can say he canceled him. And let's be clear here. There are other actors, actresses that should have been canceled for a whole lot more, and we haven't done so. Which leads to my next topic about, again, staying out of people's relationships. Boundaries are something that I feel like a lot of people overstep in this day and age, just because they feel like, oh, if somebody posts something on social media, it's fair game. If somebody makes something public, it's fair game. A lot of people are finding different ways to express themselves. A lot of people are on social media. There's 24 hours in a day. I would say probably 8 or more of those. Just because somebody is posting something or something is made public, that does not give you the right to insert your opinion on it. You can if you want to, but if somebody goes back and forth with you or they don't necessarily like your response, there's no reason for you to get upset. Everything is pretty much fair game at this point. I feel like even with friendship, sometimes if you're venting to your friend, girl, such and such did this, da 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 da, I'm not feeling that right now. The next day, if your friend decides to come back and say, oh, we back together and we in love, all you can do is shut up and be supportive. It's not your place to say, well, I thought you said da 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 da. No, people's wives, people's husbands, people's finances, people's children should be off limits. And I really don't understand where or when people felt like it was okay to insert themselves in those type of situations. And kind of going back to the Will Smith thing, it's really messed up because hopefully you guys watched King Richard and actually tuned into it. That was a really great movie. That movie showed that when you have supportive family, especially a supportive father figure, you can reach heights. These girls had no type of training. Serena and Venus Williams, as far as tennis, he had no type of professional training, so to speak. And he literally made them gold medalists, breaking barriers, doing all types of stuff. So that's the only thing that I would say that kind of messed it up, is that moment may have been tarnished a little bit, because I watched King Richard, I cried, I loved the movie. I felt like Will Smith did a really great job. He deserved the Oscar that he got. And I don't feel like that should be taken away from him in that moment. That was well deserved. So
There was also a moment after that was lost because Chris Rock was up there about to announce the winner of another black winner,
True.
October for Summer of Soul, that was produced by and directed, I guess, by Questlove from The Roots.
yeah,
And he won an Oscar for that. So ironically, from Philadelphia, which is kind of funny because Will's antics kind of took the shine off of another brother from Philadelphia, so himself
Yeah.
and somebody else. So anyway,
I mean, it happens. I feel like a lot of emotions were going on that moment and during that time. But again, Chris Rock has kind of pretty much made his living making fun of other people. You have to know that eventually down the line, it may come back on you. So that's another thing that I feel like comedians need to understand as well. You make a living basically, especially when you're doing stand up, cracking jokes about other people. And then they even said when he got on stage, he went off script. So you had a whole script that you were supposed to go up there and read. And when you looked into the audience, you saw that Jada Pinkett Smith looked different and you decided this is what I'm going to crack a joke about. You had to have known in your head, like, this can go one or two ways. She can either crack up, laugh, enjoy it, or I can get backlash for this comment.
and Jada don't look like somebody who you don't, if you've known her for a long time, she don't look like the type that you would joke with one day and another day. She look like she would flip flops. One day she might laugh, one day she might shut the fuck up, like literally.
She
So,
definitely looks like she has a strong attitude,
right?
Like,
And it's not consistent, so for you to just feel like this is the time. You know what I mean? Like I would actually bet against not doing that at that time.
and he could have apologized as well. When he looked into the audience and saw that she didn't find it funny, he could have been like, oh, okay, you know what, moving forward, or read back on the script. He was going to continue to crack jokes. So it's like, at what point do you realize, okay, enough is enough? So I don't feel bad for Chris Rock. I'm gonna be totally honest. I feel bad for the moment and what was taken away from it. But shit, comedians get slapped all the time. There was another video that went viral. I don't even remember which comedian it was, and the guest got on stage and was like chasing him around.
Oh, was you throwing a chair and shit?
Yeah. And when I go to comedy shows, like I'm going to the comedy show May 15th, we sitting in the front, but we not in the front. We like the third row. So I make sure to avoid anything. I'm not going to be caught in no crossbar.
But you know that the potential of you getting ribbed is pretty high.
Exactly. Like depending on where you at, you might get ribbed. Right. And depending on who you ribbed, you might get slapped. So maybe other comedians can kind of learn from what Chris Rock did and move forward from there. And to be all honest, like for years, they've been saying the Oscars is not for African Americans anyway. And to be honest, last year, I think 9 people were nominated, and this year was only like 4.
I think a lot more won this year.
Yeah.
Than they were nominated
last
year.
And they had to, in 2015, make a whole hashtag about them getting more African Americans to the Oscars anyway. So it's just like, whatever. At the end of the day, what they need to do is fix the BET Awards. I know when I was growing up, I used to love the BET Awards.
And the Soul Train Award.
Yeah, like if we would just put more money and focus and thought into our own awards, we wouldn't have these problems.
Oh, our shit has been fired last like few years.
Well, I haven't even been tuning in because I'm gonna be honest, I haven't, because there's always something. So what killed me about the BET Awards is I used to look forward to it as a kid. Then when I got older, what was the lady name that took over BET?
I can't remember her name, but I know you're saying.
She fucking shot that shit to the ground. Like she took away everything. And when the BET Awards happened, it was like it was always issues, whether it was the mics or the visuals cutting out. It just looked cheap at a point.
Funny, because I thought that the class went up. I thought the class went up based off of the one thing that I hate is that a lot of us don't come.
True.
Like, on the I'll accept this award on the behalf of whoever the biggest black stars don't show. They almost kind of shit on it to a certain extent.
They definitely don't.
But I love like the throwbacks. Like the last one I saw was they gave lifetime achievement to Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
I didn't see that one.
That was the greatest shit ever. To me. I was like, and I'm old, so I mean, I'm gonna stop saying that.
Yeah, stop saying that.
I am from the time where that shit was like popular, and that was my lifetime. That was my time period of music, and I was like, man, they need to get their flowers while they're alive, and I appreciate that.
They should. So, and that's
I'm not old either.
Yeah, he's not old, you guys. And that's another thing too. African Americans need to start, like I said before, showing up for each other. Like seeing everybody just drag Will Smith and say, "Oh, he's canceled," I am appalled. I am nervous as a comedian to get on stage and tell jokes. Shut the fuck up, because you've been doing this shit for years. Like, you're not nervous to talk shit about somebody. Let's be clear. Like, it's ridiculous to me at this
That
point.
motherfucker Kyle Rittenhouse, he's still walking around here doing shows. He ain't canceled.
Exactly.
He
So
killed niggas.
For no apparent reason at that. Like, you bring a gun and people are afraid that you're gonna attack them and you just get to letting shots off. So I don't know. But that's all I have for that subject. I pray for Will Smith. I pray for Jada Pinkett Smith and also Chris Rock. Hopefully they can kind of mend the situation. It seems like they had like a rapport and a relationship over the years as far as being in the acting community as far as African Americans together. So hopefully they can kind of move past it. But back to boundaries. Another thing that I feel like is big in friendships, and I feel like a lot of people have touched topic on it, but we need to kind of get into it a little bit deeper. Birthdays and support are something that's very big to me. I feel like birthdays come around once a year. They're on the same day. It's kind of like Christmas, New Year's. You can't forget the day because it's never going to change. And it really sucks that people expect you to show up for them, but they will not show up for you. That is real weird to me. I feel like people have a million and one excuses when it's time to celebrate somebody else, but then when it's time to celebrate them, is, oh, let's do this, let's do that. Da, 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 da. I got plans to do blah 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 blah. Let's cut that shit out in 2022. It should have been cut out a long time ago, but I feel like this is officially the year that it needs to be deaded. It's weird to me to where people, you see how they support other people pretty much. It's like, okay, I'm having a birthday dinner. You gonna come? People showing up late. People waiting last minute to tell you I can't come at all. Just real weird shit. And then it's like, okay, I'm gonna take it with high road, give you the benefit of the doubt. And then the minute that person birthday come around, they texting you like, "Hey everybody, you know my birthday is coming up. I'm doing X, Y, and Z, blah blah blah. I hope you're there." And they're steady texting you and calling you and making sure that you're actually going to show up. I never understood how you cannot show up for me but expect me to show up for you. Things have to be reciprocated. Point blank period. Like, you cannot put expectations on somebody and then you don't exceed or hold those same expectations. I feel like it sucks because a lot of people make excuses. It's always, oh, I have to do this, or oh, I'm so tired, or oh, da 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 da. And it's like, damn, like I text you this weeks ago and you're just now saying something. And don't get me wrong, some things really do happen to where it's just like it's a freak accident, or when people have kids, I can't find a babysitter, or my child's sick, things of that nature. But we call bullshit when it's bullshit. So you'll know if somebody is basically just, they don't want to participate. Even that, as far as not even just specifically birthdays, just showing up for your friends. If I always got to text and call you first, eventually I am going to stop texting and calling. Like, that's just how I feel about it, because I am a busy person and I've been more busier now than I have ever been in my entire life. And I still make time, and I will catch myself like, oh shit, I haven't talked to such and such today. Hey girl, I know I haven't talked to you. I miss you. I've been busy, blah, 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 blah. Just want to make sure everything's okay with you. It's as simple as that. It doesn't even necessarily have to be a phone call. I'm not saying blow my line down, kiss my ass. I'm not saying none of that. Just reach out at some point. Be supportive of how I be supportive of you.
I'm sorry, you got plenty comments here. I've been
Where?
I apologize, people.
Oh, sorry, y'all. And this is what happened this season too, because when I go live on Facebook, I have comments and I don't necessarily see them. I always try to focus on what I'm doing. So what's up, Brie? Chris Rock stated. Okay, we finna see. So somebody said, "What's up, Brie?" Chris Rock stated he didn't know she had alopecia. It was a joke by a condition of the Oscars that's been going on for years. She knew she was gonna get ribbed. Um, I can't agree with that. My apologies, B Love Johnson. I don't think anybody goes to a comedy show. Well, sorry, let me correct myself, to the Oscars and thinks they're gonna get ribbed. He could have ribbed Will Smith, possibly, but to go at Jada, I don't think she knew that. Gloria, how was she? Yeah, how was she gonna know she was gonna get ribbed? Oh, they going back and forth. That's what they. That's my friend Gloria. Yeah, because I don't. Do you feel that way, Tommy? That she should have known she was gonna get ribbed?
I don't think you go to the Oscars knowing you're gonna get ribbed, but it has been a tradition for the people who are hosting to actually poke fun at people.
Okay.
It's somewhat of a thing, and it's kind of like you're gonna get roasted.
Okay.
I don't know if you just don't know who is gonna say what. That's usually what it is. I'm trying to think of who has been past hosts. Who has been a past host?
That's what I'm trying to figure out too. Like I watch the highlights, to be honest, of these type of shows. I don't like to sit and watch everything, even like the Grammys. I missed the Grammys last night because I didn't realize they were coming on. So I've just been catching the highlights and everything that's been happening on Instagram, which kind of sucks, but whatever. Keep scrolling, Tommy. You're okay. Oh yeah, they definitely having a great debate.
I'm sorry, be love and Gloria. Y'all having y'all little thing going on here.
And I'm glad that y'all are though. At least it's getting people talking. But yes, back to the whole friendship thing. People need to be supportive of those that they want to support them. It sucks. You guys really need to get it together. I made a promise to myself for 2022 that I was not going to overextend myself to those who will not overextend themselves to me. Point blank, period. I'm cutting that shit out. You can say I'm being petty. I'm not being a bigger person. I'm not doing it.
The last comment right there.
What?
Because bitches be weird.
Who put that?
Gloria. Yeah, because bitches be weird.
Gloria, stop arguing with this man on social media. They funny. She said facts. Okay, they getting along. They getting along. Good fun.
Applause for that. Thank
you. Yeah, but it's just it's really weird. I've had friendships and been through friendships before to where I would go beyond and above and bend over backwards. And I had to sit back and think like, damn, if I was in some of these predicaments that they were in, or if I was dealing with some of the situations that they were dealing with, would I be able to call them for this, that, and the third? And when I had to sit back and really think and kind of analyze the situation, it's like, no, friendships shouldn't be a one-way street. Relationships shouldn't be a one-way street. The only people that I feel like you should give opportunities to, and sometimes you do have to kind of put your foot down with them too, is family. Because at the end of the day, you guys are blood. And I don't care what anybody says. My sister is my sister. I will fall out with my sister a million times over and take her back each and every time. I'm not doing that with a friend at this point. Like, I feel like we're too old. I feel like as a friend, you guys share things with each other, your likes, your dislikes, taste and stuff. You know what your friend expects out of you. You know what your friend wants out of you. And if you can't provide that, then y'all just not meant to be friends. And another thing about that is I hate when friendships end, that people assume that there's an issue or there's beef or there's a tea. Some people grow apart. When you're friends with somebody for years, especially if you start off as like young friends, we evolve into different beings every day. Everything is forever changing. I may not like the same things that I liked previously. I may not want to always go out. I may want to be into family. I may want to have kids and settle down. I may not be into working a 9-to-5 career. I may want to be an entrepreneur. Things always evolve. So sometimes you and a person may have agreed about everything 5 or 10 years ago. And at this current day and stage, you don't agree about anything. You don't like the same food. You don't like kicking it at the same places. One person likes to talk on the phone. The other person would prefer to text. It's a whole bunch of different things. I feel like people should be able to amicably split and it be to where it's like, okay, I have an issue with you. You on that side, I'm on that side, and we good. I never understood why it always had to be drama following to where, oh, we into it, or I'm a mug such and such every time I see her out, or we about to fight. Like, no, cut it out. At the end of the day, you need to value the people that you have close to you, the people that you know will stand up for you and support you and be there for you. Be there for them. Just reciprocate what you're getting. If you feel like you're not getting what you need, express that. If that person does not change or they can't handle what you're saying to them, just move forward. And it doesn't have to be anything disrespectful. Just say, I respect how you feel. Me and you are obviously on 2 different pages and I'm kind of moving forward. As far as that, when it comes to friendships and birthday gifts, I've always wondered, Tommy, so say it's your birthday. Would you prefer a gift or money?
A gift. I think I prefer a gift.
Because it's more thoughtful, right?
I think so. Yeah. I'm a big gift person.
Me too. Like when Christmas comes around or even my friend's birthday, I always ask in advance. I'm like, which one for your birthday? Send me your shoe size. Send me this, send me that. Or even if me and my friends have had conversations about things that they like, if I know they haven't already purchased it or somebody may have already purchased it for them, I'll go ahead and just be like, okay, she doesn't have this yet or he doesn't have that yet. I'm gonna go ahead and buy that. And I feel like unless somebody asks you for money, stop giving people money. That is the laziest fucking thing that you can do as a gift. Because that lets me know there's no thought behind it. You probably did this shit last minute. This could possibly be some money that you just had laying around and you're like, oh, let me just throw this in the card.
How you feel about people taking your gifts back to get what they want?
I don't. So, to my recollection, I don't think that's ever happened. I definitely always like when it's clothes and shoes and stuff, I do put gift receipts in there. If somebody did possibly not like something that I gifted them, I don't think I would be mad if they got something else that they really wanted. I would be mad if you fucking returned it and then got the cash back. Because if you needed money, just say that shit. I will gift you money if that's really what you want. Like if me and you have had conversation, you're like, okay, I have a goal that I'm trying to meet by the end of the year, or I really want to purchase this, but I'm kind of short. Can you just give me money? I will give it to you. But if I put my thought and my time and I don't have a lot of time at this point to go to the store or order something online and wait till it gets shipped to give it to you as a gift and you return it and get money for it, I'm cussing your ass out. Now, if you return it because there's another color or another size or another brand that you would prefer, I ain't gonna say nothing.
I put a lot of thought in gifts before, and thought I did everything I possibly could to make that person be happy with the gift I got, and found out that was not exactly what they wanted, and it kind of hurts. But then this is the debate. Well, it's not for you; it's for me. Like it's not for. You're right. It's not for me, but it does make me feel good to make sure I got something that came from the bottom of my heart and I thought through.
So, did you ask that person what they would have preferred?
Let's just say it was a expensive purse,
okay,
with a name brand and color that was pretty specific. Went through the process of asking another female friend to help me find one that was nice. Went through a third female friend, a second female friend, the friend of that female friend who worked at like Boston Store at the time, gave me their discount.
Damn.
We did all kind of like
you jumped through hoops.
Went through all kind of shit and got it, and then it was kind of like.
So wait, what did that person say was, I guess, wrong with it?
The style of the purse. The style of the purse. So I literally was so pissed off. I took the gift back, got the cash, and gave her the cash. Like, get what you want.
See, you better than me. I wouldn't even took the shit back and got it cash. I'd be like, yo, ungrateful ass ain't getting nothing because
we were married.
Oh shit. Like I said before, stay out of married people's business. No. Okay. So no, in that case, that's tricky, Tommy.
It hurt because I did so much. I was like doing like spy hunter shit, like going because the girl didn't want to lose her job for giving
a discount because you definitely can get fired for that type of shit.
Yeah. So she put the bag in her car. She gave me her remote, and she unlocked the door in her parking lot. I mean, it was all kind of shit. I was making sure I wasn't a camera. Like, I don't even know.
But did you notice what type of style bags your wife used to wear, or you never kind of paid attention to it?
I did, but that's back when like Dooney and Burke was like
big.
That was the big shit.
Yeah,
Dooney Burke was big shit
for sure. I definitely had a couple Dooney and Burkes and Michael Kors.
The comment was that looked like such and such bag, and the such and such bag was my sister-in-law's mother. So she made it seem like that looks like an old lady bag.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't know what the fuck the difference of old lady bag is, but I know I talked to young ladies that's in your age group that said this is a nice bag. I did my research,
I am screaming. Yeah, I see how that could have definitely hurt your feelings because it's like, okay, I went through all this to try to make it special for you. And then it's kind of like she shitted on it a little bit.
A little bit. That's still my nigga though.
It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay.
I'm over it. That was 12 years ago.
So I'm gonna put you on blast, right?
For me?
Yeah. My producer went on a blind date, y'all.
Oh my goodness. You said we was gonna talk about it after the show.
He should have known. So no, because he asked me, he said if I've ever been on a blind date. So this is why I bring this topic up. I've never been on a blind date, I don't think, ever in my life. How does that work? Like, do people set y'all up or
this is yes.
Okay.
So I met her through podcasting. She's the person who was down here podcasting.
Okay.
And the story goes like this. I was like literally trying to holler at her.
Okay.
And she was like, no, but I do this kind of, you seem like a nice guy. I think I have this thing that I do. I do set up blind dates.
Mhm.
Are you interested in doing it? So I was immediately friend zoned. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna pull back. I was
Okay.
like, all right, I'll check it out. And she sets the place up. She sets up the date. She sets you up. She interviews you and gets all your information. She interviews another person, and she kind of takes those characteristics and kind of matches them up.
Mhm.
And then you go out on go on a nice date. She picked a really nice place, like on the east side
Mhm.
of Farwell. What was it called? Pasta Tree. I don't know if you've seen it.
Nope, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, it's like a little mom and pop kind of fancy place. Very small, quaint, had a bar, limited recipe. I mean, limited menu. All the things on the menu were made in house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was really cool. And I was very nervous. Like I did the whole gentleman thing. I brought flowers. And shit, I did all the shit that I was supposed to do. And she was very pretty, very successful.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the downside was I described the place as a really nice place. I would have picked that place.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the date would have picked that place because she was kind of like,
what the fuck is this?
Kinda, which was kind of like, I don't know if this is gonna work. Like right off the bat, like for real. And I'm not super bougie, but I might be now.
Damn.
That might be my style now. Like, oh well, I just because the places she named, she wanted to go
to like a 5-star restaurant.
No. Like the places she wanted to go were places I had. How about this? She said, where do you go to hang out? And I don't do shit. Like every time you ask me what I did, I don't be doing shit. You hang out on the north side? I was like, no, I don't fuck around. I don't fuck around the north side.
Yeah.
Like I grew up on the north side. So, a lot of traumatic experiences from the north side. So I'll do that, sparingly. If I know the people, I'll go to the spot. If I don't just randomly go to spots. But we ended up actually going to a spot on the north side and actually had a good time. So we played ping pong, we played darts, played some game called Left, Right, Center.
I've never heard of that.
It's a little gambling game, but it was really fun. Like I had a really good time. Long story short, I think we ended up probably being better friends than anything.
Okay.
But the conversation, I think the start of the date, which I've recognized that the start of the date is so important.
Yeah, it is, because that is gonna either carry the night or the night is just gonna go flat.
She was very turned off by this place, and it was a nice place. And I think it was so nice that she didn't see anything on the menu that she liked.
Okay. I'm a picky eater too. Well, there's a lot of things that I cannot eat. Like I'm allergic to seafood. So it's like, if it's not steak or lamb chops or chicken, and I'm very picky when it comes to 5-star restaurants and getting chicken because sometimes they don't cook it the same way. So I try to stay far away from chicken when I go to places like that.
This is one of those places. Yeah, because they had a meat sauce that had ground beef and veal.
Okay.
And we had a debate about what veal was, and I couldn't remember what it was. And they described it as like a baby cow's beef, like a beef from a baby cow.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have got that.
And you sound like my date. It would have been a bad date if I went out. It was Brianna.
I would have been like, so Tommy, this is what we finna do. We finna leave here and go to like Top Golf or something. So
that's exactly what happened. What the fuck is going on?
No, so this is the thing. It's 2022. Men, stop taking women out to eat. And do not get me wrong. I am a foodie to the day that I die.
But y'all picky.
But we are picky. But I feel like dates need to be more adventurous now. Like we need to actually, and some women don't like to do things that require them actually doing work, which I totally understand, but I'm not one of those type of girls. I want to have fun. I want to laugh. I want to have a couple drinks. And I feel like Top Golf, I've been there twice. Top Golf is definitely a fun place because it's like you get competitive a little bit. I don't know how to golf to save my fucking life, but I'm definitely gonna try. They had burgers, they had drinks, and then it's like it's a fun environment. Everybody's around you having fun. Like I feel like if it's hot outside, let's go ride bikes or something like that and talking and have a picnic in the park. I feel like people don't put thought into it anymore. It's more so like out to eat, movies.
I think that would have been the feedback I got, like thinking more so about the activity as opposed to the place.
Mm-hmm.
The activity what I found was, and it actually recovered the date quite a bit because she was like, hey, this is what I like to do. Let's do this. I'm like, fine, let's go do that. And I whooped her in some darts and some ping pong, and I was, I'm kind of competitive. I don't.
So a lot of people gonna say I'm not black when I say this, and I don't care. I'm honest. I don't know how to play darts or spades or pool. Y'all see his face right now.
So what the fuck we supposed to do?
Shit, we can bowl.
Okay,
We can bowl.
Right.
What else can we do? We can play. Was it freeze ball?
Or foosball, the thing with the soccer, like the
little air hockey.
Air hockey.
We can play air hockey.
Okay.
We can play basketball. I definitely don't mind shooting on the court a little bit.
Okay. What's that place? Have you been the first? What is it called? Damn, I was gonna say First and Bowl. I think it's called.
I have not been there.
Yeah.
It's another place too called Whirly Ball. Me and my friend Gloria have been trying to get there for damn near months.
Whirly Ball. Where have I seen that?
It's in Brookfield. So it's like 4 different sports into one.
That sounds
fun. And that shit look like it's lit. So Gloria, I know you watching this. We need to figure that out.
There's a place on the east side.
She said Bree is a great gift giver. Yeah, I definitely am. I hooked my girl up for my birthday. And that's the thing. I love my friends. Like Gloria is probably one of my most supportive friends. Tempest, love her to death. Bria, we've been best friends for like 15 years. And that's the thing that I think I like about my friendships. Me and somebody cannot talk consistently, but the love is still there. We can go months without talking, and then for a month straight, we on the phone every day, every night. It's like, and I like that because it's like we all have other things going on. We have jobs. They have, they have kids. They have men, and that's another thing too. If you are in a relationship, I'm not going to be the cock blocking friend that's always texting and calling your phone like, dude, let's do this, let's do that. Dude, you're in a relationship. At the end of the day, your immediate family, I feel like when you have kids or a significant other, that's your immediate family. That comes first. Then your family comes next, and then it's your friends. And I feel like a lot of people fuck up when it comes to that rotation. Because don't get me wrong, of course, your friends are always going to be around, but you do have to put time and attention into what you have to go home to every night. And I feel like a lot of people try to make that debate too between friends and relationships. There's no comparing. It should never be a competition or a gray line there.
So that kind of hiatus y'all go on is supposed to be understood because y'all
it
have
should
lives.
Be like my friend is married. I don't call her phone after a certain time. I may text her and be like, hey babe, you up? Or something like that, because at the end of the day, you're married and I'm going to respect your marriage. And if I want to do something to her, I always ask her, hey, is your wife off or do you already have plans? You have to respect the fact that somebody has somebody to answer to. You listen, when my friends are being loved on properly, I ain't got shit to say. You can spend all your time with them as long as I get to see you sometimes. I like when my friends are in healthy, happy, thriving relationships. Like it just does something to me.
You are an anomaly. Because some people are like almost like not jealous to a point where, but they kind of invite themselves to that love affair too. Like, I'm the sister wife kind of thing. Like, be the third wheel every time.
And her wife is cool. Don't get me wrong. We've all collectively kicked it like cool as hell. But it's like, I also understand like, dude, she's married now. So it's like, she has other things that she has to tend to, and her household is going to come first. Even my friends that's just boyfriend and girlfriend or anything of that nature, like, oh, what you doing? Nothing with my man. Oh, okay, girl, I'm gonna call you back and let y'all enjoy yourselves. It's some bitches that'll sit on the phone. Like, damn, didn't you just hear me say I was with my man?
Tell him I said hi.
Like, but anyway, girl, what you doing?
Right.
Well, this was fun, y'all. I missed you. I cannot believe I've been gone a month.
I can, because my Thursdays just ain't the same no more.
I know. Me and Tommy, like, and it's crazy. So when I first decided to come to TDR Network and shoot, I remember meeting with Tone and he was asking me, like, well, where do you want to go with your podcast? What's your goal? And he was like, I'm going to hook you up with Tommy. I'm going to have him be your producer. I think you guys are going to get along. And come to find out, me and this man, the same zodiac sign.
Yeah.
So we think the same. Yeah, and we agree on a lot of stuff. And it's great to have somebody. Oh, thanks, Tone. He said, congratulations on your 1 year. It's great to have.
You read your comments. Look at you.
I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying to learn how to multi. I promise y'all, season 3 is going to be something totally different. This is what's taking me so long. I can't put no bullshit out there.
Hey, this is a comment the other day, though.
What?
Bitches be weird.
That word is so funny to me. Like, people be weird. I say people are tricky. That's my favorite word.
I got wans. Weird ass niggas. And then bands. bitch ass niggas.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
It's a couple of those, but we ain't gonna get off to another topic another day. But coming here with the TDR family and even starting my podcast, and having so much support from my friends, my family, and everybody, it's been a really great experience. I thank everybody that's tuned in this far, people that's been with me from season 1, people that are with me now, people that inbox me like, when is the podcast coming back? When are you da-da-da? Or I want to be on your show. It is greatly appreciated. I didn't know if I was gonna do an episode today because y'all know me. I always have stuff to talk about. I really didn't have anything planned. No to say, but everyone's like, do this your anniversary, you have to say something. So that's what I did. So hopefully y'all enjoyed me tonight. Just
Happy
rambling.
anniversary, Bree.
Thank you. I appreciate it. But hopefully y'all enjoyed the episode tonight. Again, season 3 is coming. I cannot tell you when, but it will be. So make sure you guys tune in, and thank you for always for joining me. What's up, Bree? I will see y'all later.